Hey guys, welcome to Dylan's Little Hobbies, and I can't get my hair under control. Oh well, who cares? Hey guys, welcome to Dylan's Little Hobbies, and today I am going to be talking about games. Specifically, the one I have behind me here. Before we really get into that, I just want to talk about my history with games. Games. You know, it's really funny because I will never become a gamer. I never thought of myself as a true hardcore gamer. But I look back on my life, and it's funny that I never did, considering how many games I used to play. I mean, my dad had a PlayStation 1, and he got out of the closet one day, and me and my sister used to play with it when we were really little. Then he got a PlayStation 2, which eventually became mine, of course. I had a PlayStation 3. I even had a PlayStation... I even had a Wii. My cousin had an Xbox that I used to play with him with. And then I had a Wii. You know how they were going through this whole craze of being, get up, get active, to play your games. Well, I had a Wii, and me and my family used to, when I was little, have basically a game night almost every week, and we would play all sorts of things, video games. Of course, I had the Wii. One of our favorite things to do was just bowling on the television. It was so cool. And then, what else? We had hundreds and hundreds of card games, not to mention all the card games I used to play in school. In fact, in high school, every single Friday, after language arts class, we had about 7 to 10 minutes before the bell rang, and me and my friends in language arts class would play Uno every Friday during my senior year. Like, I can't remember a Friday that I didn't play at least one game of Uno, and like, it was every other class we would play Uno. And it's funny because I never won once during Uno, and I've played with my family with Uno as well. I've never won once at Uno, but we've all had fun with Uno, and it's just funny. Card games, then you get into board games. I mean, I had tons and tons of board games. Battleship, I had of course chess and checkers and Candyland and stuff like that. Does anyone remember the old Candyland game? No? No? How about Monopoly? Monopoly. We had like 4 versions of Monopoly. Pirates of the Caribbean, Star Wars, and then something else Monopoly. We used to love Monopoly. And it's really funny. And then when you get into other specific games though, there's like Warcraft and something like that, and I never really played Warcraft or anything like that, but there is another game that I really loved. It was an action figure card game. What I mean by that is you had little figurines that you rolled out and you played a full card game with. And the game that I'm talking about was Bakugan. Does anyone remember Bakugan? I used to absolutely love Bakugan. Used to collect all of the figurines, and all of the cards, and I used to go out with my friends on the playground and play Bakugan every single day. I used to love Bakugan, and I used to hate it when my sister was actually better at it. No, seriously, my sister was way better at me. My little sister was way better than me at Bakugan ever was, and half the time she was better at me at chess too. So you can tell that really got on my nerves. But me and my sister had so much fun with so many games, so many video games, so many card games and board games, and we just love to play games. Well, that was then, and then I turned 21. Then I turned, I didn't even turn that, I turned 18, and I was adults. We didn't really have many games. In fact, my Bakugan, all those Bakugan I have in storage, all those board games I have, I think we got rid of. The only games I actually play now are on my cell phone. And a lot of the times it's just puzzle games. I have like 4 or 5 pages of just puzzle games on my cell phone, which is kind of funny. I play some other games like racer car games, and there's a sniper game I have, which is really cool gun game. I'm not really into gun games, which is really funny because I'm into Star Wars, but I'm not really into gun games. And I don't. You see, I got rid of my Wii and my PlayStation. Both of my PlayStations blew up, and I think my PlayStation 1. I think that was just thrown out. I frankly just threw that one out because it was so old. But PlayStation 2, my PlayStation 2 originally blew up, and my PlayStation 3 was even worse. What's his point? But lately, I've been getting into this new game, and I've been getting into this new game with my dad. You see, I have a bunch of work, and then my dad works. We see each other all the time. You know, we live at the same house, but we really don't have anything to do together. We don't really have a chance to hang out together like we did when I was a little kid. So my dad saw this at the bookstore, of all places. You know, it's really funny. My dad is a bigger tech nerd than me. I'm not kidding about that. He's a bigger tech nerd than me. Half the time, if I don't know something, he knows it. And you know, that's really funny considering my generation is all about tech, right? But the funny thing is, he really is a tech nerd, and yet he goes to the bookstore. A little old-fashioned, don't you think? But anyway, he was at the bookstore when he saw this. X-Wing miniature game. Star Wars X-Wing miniatures by Fantasy Flight Games. So this is a really, really cool, I mean amazing figurine card game is what I'm going to call it, because I don't know what else to call it. So it's pretty cool. It's really cool. So this isn't really an unboxing or anything. All of this stuff we played with before and everything. The only thing that I'm trying to do in this video is tell you guys what I've been up to, what I've been into. You see, this channel is about my hobbies, about my interests, and I'm really starting to get into this game. So I thought maybe it would be fun to make a couple videos about this. I could maybe tell you guys how to play. You guys could tell me what I'm doing wrong if you know how to play the game better than me, because trust me and my dad are like fun beginners. We played quite a few games now, but we are nowhere close to getting into the super cool gaming experience from this stuff. And you know, you look at this game and you watch all those videos on this game and you think, oh my god, how super complicated this game is. Actually, the bare basics are really simple and really easy. Yes, it can get very in-depth and very, very complicated, but the basics are the basics, and as long as you know the basics, even if you are just a Star Wars fan, you should play this game. And here's the thing, this game came out in 2012. Me and my dad just heard of it maybe 3 months ago when we got it. We never heard of this game till like 3 months ago. And me and my dad are really, really enjoying ourselves with this. I'm enjoying it so much that I decided to make a video about it. You know, that's how much I'm enjoying it. If I'm making a video about it, then I'm probably passionate about it. And I really do like this game. And if you are just a Star Wars fan, you should not only be getting it because it's a cool Star Wars game, but because it comes with a lot of really cool ships. Now, not all of the ships in Star Wars are in it yet. I'm pretty sure that they will be eventually. But they have a lot of really cool games, and obviously you can see none of the ships are here. All of my ships are in a display case over here. But the first thing to know is when you're going to get this game, you have to get the core sets. The core sets comes with 2 TIE fighters and an X-Wing. So let me get these guys out of here. So this is what it comes with. It comes with 2 TIE fighters. And check out these TIE fighters. Check out the detail on these TIE fighters. Maybe move the light just a little bit. Check out the detail on these TIE fighters. Huh? Now, you know, I'm a little bit of a toy collector. I used to be, at least, so the detail on these are really, really amazing, and the camera is not going to pick it up perfectly. I would say if 10 is movie quality, then these are about a 6 or a 7. Somebody who really is a toy collector is probably going to look at these and laugh at me because these aren't, but I say for how small they are, they have really, really amazing detail. They have really amazing detail, even underneath the wing, which is just insane. I really, really do enjoy these. Now, this is the 2.0 version. If you're going to play this game, get the 2.0 version. Don't forget, don't even worry about the 1.0 unless you're just trying to collect it, because the 2.0 version is a lot easier to play. Now, what do you actually do with this? How do you actually play? And I'm going to tell you just the bare basics. I'm not going to get into the super cool stuff or anything. What you do is you have your ships, you have your dial. Every single ship comes with its special own dial, and me and my dad gets these really cool dial cases for them, which are sold separately. But every single ship comes with a dial, which has certain moves for those ships. And what you do is you pick your move, you move your ship, and then you try to find out. Hold on. You try to find out if the other guy is in range. So, for example, you take your mover plate, you put it there, you pull him all the way over on the other end of the moving plate. You take a range ruler. You check to see if an enemy pilot is within range. In this case it is. So then what you do is you take your dice, you take your attack dice are the red ones, you take your safe dice, your evade dice, which are the green ones, you roll them out, and one hit would cancel out an evade, or vice versa, and that's basically just how the game works. It's actually really, really simple. Every single ship comes with several pilot cards, and you get to pick which pilots you have. And on each ship you have how many attacks it can have, how many evade dice it can have, how many life it can have, and then your shields, which this is basically what it is. Attack, evade, pull, which is basically your life, and then if you have shields or not, which is at the end there. And then it has some special moves that this ship can do if you want to play the more advanced stuff. But the basics, those are the real basics. But of course, then you have, if you really want to get into it, you have upgrade cards on upgrade cards on upgrade cards. You got bombs, focus tokens, shields. You get all these little cool pieces, and you can play this really big, in-depth game, but you don't have to. At the basics, the basic core of the game is pick your ship, move it to the other end of the template, make sure a ship is in range, roll your dice and see if you blow up your enemy. That's the basics of this game. And it's really cool. It comes with all these different ships and everything. I mean, the core set has enough for 2 players. The core set comes with 2 TIE fighters and an X-Wing. But it has of course, expansion packs upon expansion packs upon expansion packs. Let me show you some of the really cool expansion packs that comes with this entire game. So first off, you need the TIE Advance! You need Darth Vader! Of course you need Darth Vader! How about the TIE Punisher? Which is this guy, and this guy is pretty cool. You got the TIE Punisher in the bomber. The TIE Punisher is a huge bomber ship that just looks absolutely awesome. And we try to keep the packages, but believe me, these packages are so ripped up and stuff like that. They don't make the packages very well, and there's no way to get into these packages without tearing them apart. But, we got, yeah, that's the TIE Advance, the TIE Advance, the TIE Bomber, yep, dials, oh yeah, the Y-Wing, you guys know what the Y-Wing looks like, right? Remember this ship? Look at the detail on it, the ships kind of expensive, about $15 per ship, unless you get the special packs, which can go up to $40. This one I kind of bought on sale. This is Saw Gerrera's Renegade. It comes with the U-Wing and everything you need to play with the U-Wing. It also comes with an X-Wing that goes right along with the U-Wing. You know, this is the engine. This one. That one is actually Poe's X-Wing, and he comes in this pack. Poe comes in this pack. Heroes of the Resistance. And of course, Heroes of the Resistance comes with my favorite ship, the Falcon. I absolutely love the Falcon. I had to have the Falcon. Oh my god, I just absolutely love the Falcon. I mean, look at the detail on these. You should just buy these. Forget the game. What's really cool is you can play an in-depth game with them, but really, they're just really cool figurines to collect. Why wouldn't you want this stuff? Why wouldn't you want the ships? Dad loves the Land-class shell. Land-class shell. Dad loves the Land-class shell. And of course, we have the Land-class shell box here, and then Saucer and Gate. You saw that one. That's all the ships that we have right now. Of course, there are about 100 more ships to buy. There's all these different factions that you can play. You can play the Clone Wars, Jedi versus Separatists. You can play, of course, you can play good guys versus bad guys, rebels versus the Empire, resistance versus the First Order. You can mix faculties if you want to. I mean, as long as you are playing a certain number of games, a certain point count to make sure you're all even and stuff like that. It's actually a really fun game. You got bomb cards to see how many times you got blown up. You know, it's just a really fun, in-depth game. But forget about that. Just buy it for the figurines, because the figurines are super cool. And I will, in fact, make more videos about this. I plan to make more videos about X-Wing miniature. I am not professional by any means. I just got into the game, and I'm really starting to enjoy the game. I really am. And me and my dad, we bought a couple cases and stuff like that for all of our gear. We are, of course, going to get more ships, and I'll do, like, ship unboxings for you guys from now on, and have a bunch of fun. You're gonna want more than just 3 ships when you play this game, because when you have a whole fleet of ships up against another fleet, it becomes a lot of fun. But, that's all the ships we have. That's all in this video that I can tell you guys about this game. It's a really fun game if you are a Star Wars fan. You pick your favorite ships from the Star Wars universe and battle it out. That's all this game is about, and it's just fun. Let me know down in the comments below, do you have X-Wing Miniature? Is this the first time you ever heard of it? Have you been collecting it? How do you like the game? And let me know down in the comments below if there's anything specific that I should know about X-Wing, because, again, I'm just getting into it. I mean, me and my dad's played a couple games, but really, we're just in the beginning stages, you know? But, this is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry that this video is a little long, and I'm not really telling you the specifics about the game or anything like that, but I thought it was cool enough to make a video about, and I will be making future videos in the future. So thank you guys for watching, and I am out. Bye.